Good morning, everyone. I hope I am audible enough. I hope that you guys can hear me. There's no interruption in the sound. I hope everyone is well. Yes, so update on your scripts, you guys, or let me say your tests. You guys are going to get them tomorrow with my feedback in full, everything. And yes, you're going to get them tomorrow. Remember, I said that the latest is Wednesday, so you are going to get them tomorrow. You're going to receive the emails for them tomorrow with my feedback on them. I have replied to most of you who have sent me emails with the test with the test. So I have replied to most of you. If I have failed to do so, my apologies about that, but I have replied to most of you guys here who have sent me an email about your test. Some of you sent an assignment, all of that. I have replied as much as possible. Some with the so I have replied. If I might have missed you, apologies about that. But most I have replied to. Right. So today what we're looking at, today what we're looking at is that we're looking at geometric patterns, and we're going to look in relation to when you have a pattern of shapes, right? And now I have a pattern of shapes, and I'm going to now have to table that to show basically how the pattern is moving. Yesterday, okay, well, let me ask. Yesterday, what did we speak about? Let me start from there so that whoever's joined us now, let's talk about it. Yesterday, what did we speak about? What was our conversation about yesterday? What were we talking about yesterday? What was the lesson about yesterday? What was the main focus of yesterday? In other words, what was the main course of the lesson? Hello?
So the main course was that we learned about patterns and there are numbers of patterns. They can be, for an example, it goes 1, then goes 5, then goes 20.
All right, but what was the main thing we're talking about? Starts with an R. All right, she has gone. Yesterday, what we were talking about was the rules. Rules. We were saying that each and every pattern has a particular rule in order for you to get the following number, and you have to follow that rule for that specific pattern. If we are looking at maybe the multiples of 3, the pattern that has the multiples of 3, which is 3, 6, 9, 12, etc., etc., we say that I have to add 3 continuously if I'm looking at this pattern specifically. So if I'm looking at the pattern where I keep on going on adding threes, that means that my rule is for me to get the next term, I must add 3. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about rules and patterns. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Right. With that being said, guys, for me to leave this page in peace, here is my Twitter handle. Here is my email address. Please, pretty please make sure you use them as much as possible. Please make sure you use them as much as possible. My email address, my Twitter, account. Please, when you need to contact me, use them as much as possible. Thank you to those who have been using them, but please use them as much as possible. So we once spoke about a geometric pattern is a kind of pattern formed using geometric shapes and a repeated design. Then we said that patterns can either be repeating or growing. Then we spoke about when we're looking at number patterns, they can be increasing repeating patterns, decreasing repeating patterns, increasing growing patterns, or decreasing growing patterns. Then we came to the rules. So that's what we've been doing so far. We started here about speaking about what a geometric pattern is, what is a pattern. We spoke about the types of patterns, saying they can either be repeating or growing. Then we went on and we spoke about the increasing repeating pattern, decreasing repeating pattern, increasing growing pattern, decreasing growing pattern, the 4 different types of patterns. Then we came to the rules to say that every single pattern has to follow a particular rule. That's how it works. That every single pattern has to follow a rule for you to get the next term. If you do not follow the rule of the pattern, you will get it wrong. You will get it wrong. So those who do not have this information right now, I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to do it. If you have it, it's fine. But those who do not have it, please write it down. I'll give you 3 minutes either to write it down or, as I say, use the technology as possible. Use the technology as much as possible. Right? Yes. Because now this is patterns, and we're talking about patterns. One spoke about patterns and their rules. To say every pattern has a particular rule. And above and beyond, you have to follow the rule of the pattern in order to get the following number. It's the only way. So these are different examples that you can get, right? So that you can understand the whole part about the rule and the pattern. Then we're going to do a quick exercise right now. After we do that quick exercise, then we step into what I wanted us to really, 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 really sink our teeth into for today's lesson. What I really wanted us to really sink our teeth into for today's lesson. So quickly put this down. If you're done, you can write done in the chat. If you're done, you can put it done in the chat. You've got about a minute left. So if you're done, you can write done in the chat. Then we move on to just a quick exercise, just to make sure your guys, your memory is there. Because remember that we're escalating. As I said, we'll first start the foundation. From the foundation, then we build the house. So now we are actually trying to solidify the foundation of the whole idea of geometric patterns. Right. One minute. One minute. One minute. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Time up. Time up. Are we done? Do we have this down? Did we take a screenshot? Do we have this information? Are we done? Can I please be notified in the chat if we are done, if you have the information with you, so I can move on to the next slide. Are we done? Right, I've got one. I need more. I need more. Are we done? 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 Got one person who says, yes, done. Who next? Who next? I've got one person. I need two more people to tell me that they're done having this information. Awesome. Right. I take that we are all done. Take that we are all done. So guys, here is a quick exercise. I will give you guys 5 minutes because I'm feeling generous. I'll give you 5 minutes to do it. Then after those 5 minutes, we are going to discuss the answers. 5 minutes starts now. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes to do it. 5 minutes. Then we are going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. All of us. We are going to discuss it because that's the thing about maths. Remember that maths is a science of itself. So try this, number 1, 2, and 3. Just 3 questions. That's all. 3 questions. Just try number 1, 2, and 3, and then we discuss it for 5 minutes. You have close to 4 minutes now. So I'm just going to put myself on mute so that you guys can do it without distractions. I will talk again when you have a minute left, when you're on the 1 minute mark. I see a hand. All right. No, that was not a question, I presume. It's fine. I'll speak again when you're on the 1 minute mark. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. If you're ready to answer and have a discussion, just raise your hand so that I can unmute you and then we talk. And then we talk. Then we have a discussion. Then we talk. Question number 1, examine the number pattern below. Same as 2, same as 3, etc. 20 seconds left. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up. Time up. Right, so question number 1 says, examine the pattern below. Write the next 3 numbers in the pattern. Let me see who I'm having a conversation with today. Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you this morning?
Fine, thanks. And how are you, sir?
I am excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, what are the next 3 numbers in the pattern above?
So, sir, it's 10, 18, 26, 34, 42. And then it's
Right.
50.
Uh-huh.
Then it's 58.
Uh-huh. So,
lastly 66.
All right. So how do you know which number comes next?
Sir, because you plus 8 every time.
So that is the rule.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to show the answers now. I just want to let the others do the other 2 and then we show the answers, right?
Okay, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. The second question, examine the pattern below. 61, 55, 49, 43, 37. Write the next 3 numbers in the pattern. What are the next 3 numbers in the pattern?
Sir, it's 31, 25, and 19.
Why? How do you know?
Sir, it's because we are subtracting 6 from the number before.
Okay. We're subtracting how much?
6.
All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see when the answers appear. But thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm good. The last one, the one with 56, 67, 78, 89, 100.
Sir, in of the 100, sir, there's 111, sir. Then 122, sir. And then 133.
All right. How did you know that that is the answer? How did you get the answer?
Because, sir, I took the 2 first numbers, sir, and then I minused it from each other, and then it equal to 11. So I said that it was just adding 11 again and again.
So that's the rule, I
Yes,
presume.
sir.
All right. Let us see the answers, guys. Right. Are these answers? I think these are the correct answers. We did speak about saying that next one would be 50, 58, 66. Next one, 31, 25, 19. Following one, 111, 122, 133. The first one says you add by 8. That is the rule. The second one, the rule is we decrease it by 6. That is the rule. The following one, you add by 11. That is the rule. That's why I said for each pattern has its own particular rule. And if you got them right, it is amazing. If you got them right, beautiful. Are there any questions? Do we have any questions? It means that you guys understand patterns and rules. If you got them right, you understand patterns and rules. That means that you get the picture. The picture is there. You can see the picture. I know that sometimes you can say it's a bit too easy, but it means that you get the picture. That's what we want. That's what I want. I want you guys to have the picture. That's all. To have the picture, that's it. All right. I take that we all fine. Let us get into today's work. This is what I wanted to speak about. So, when you come to patterns, right, and we speak about patterns with shapes, okay, let me throw out a question right now. Let me just throw out. Looking at these three things, these three blocks over here, what can you say what's going on from your observation? From your observation, or from what you guys see, what can you say is going on? What can you say is really going on, comparing the shapes that we see there, and what is happening? What is happening? Let's have a conversation before I start going into it. Hello. Yes. Yes.
What's
So
happening
what is going on, my dear sir? What is going on? What do you see is going on?
So, in this picture, sir, you can see that that the pattern is growing, sir.
It's growing.
Yes, sir. So in the first one, sir,
Yes.
they show you that in A there was only 2 blocks, and then in B there was now there's 4, and then in C there is 6, sir. So now it's doubling every time 2.
All right. Thank you so much. Who else has an idea of what is going on? Who else can comment for us and tell us what is going on? What is going on? What do we see? What do we see is going on? Hello?
Sir? Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Wait, I think there are 2 people who are unmuted. So I want to make sure that there's no confusion. All right?
Yes, sir. Sir, in the first picture, I see there are 2 blocks. For my opinion, I think they are increasing.
All right.
Because in the first picture, there is 2. The second picture, there is 4. The third picture, there is 6.
All right. Excellent. Hello. Hello. You're unmuted.
Sorry, sir, I forgot to put my hand down.
No, it's fine. I wanted to ask to say, what do you think is going on as well?
I see that the blocks are adding to each other by 2 or more cubes, sir.
All right. What can you comment about the white blocks? Don't look at the purple ones. Now, I know that color, we always want to look at something that has color. It's the human mind always gets attracted to color. But what can you say about the white blocks, the white pattern, the ones that are around the purple?
The white blocks are adding too, but they're the blocks that make space for the purple blocks.
All right. Okay, I hear you. Right, guys. So here we've got 3 different patterns, right? Size 1, size 2, size 3. with each size, with each size, the amount of purple and white blocks increase. But the question that we always ask is by how many? Hence that if you look at the table below, right? Let's analyze this table below. They said that for the first size, you've got 2 purple blocks. Excellent. Right? Then we count how many white blocks that of the first size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when we have 2 blocks, we're supposed to get 10 white blocks and a total of 12 blocks. And the ratio between this one, it's a pattern of its own. The ratio of the white, the difference between the white blocks are a pattern of their own, right? And the total number of blocks is a pattern of its own. Let me enter this side. Let me enter this side so you guys can see. So size 1, we've got 2 purple blocks, which gives us 10 white blocks, which gives us a total of 12 because it's 2 plus 10. Size 2, you've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And the difference between the first size and the second size is 2 blocks, right? That's the pattern. Then you count. How many white blocks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got a total of 14 blocks. And the difference between the white blocks and the difference between size 1 and size 2 is what? 4. So it increased by 4. And the total amount, if you add 4 plus 14 is 18. So also the total amount, right? The total, when looking at the total amount, right? Starting from size 1, it added by 6. When you go from white blocks to from the white blocks, you look that you keep on adding 4, and the purple blocks you keep on adding 2. Let's look at, even if we could have predicted size 3 without even seeing it at all. Why? Because we have established that these three patterns are related to each other, and they speak about as these sizes go along. For example, I know that in this the white blocks are going to increase by 2, so I know that size 3 would give me 6. The amount of white blocks are increasing by 4, so I know the following would be 18, and the total amount would be 24, because as you can see here, that this, right, I hope we're together, keeps on adding by 6. Let's confirm. How many white blocks, how many purple blocks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. How many white blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Correct. How many total blocks do you think there are? So all these white blocks are 18 plus the 6, which is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, which agrees. So as you can see that to get the following number of each and every size, you just follow the patterns. That's how these, how this would work, how these extending patterns would work. You just get the following pattern. So you look for the rule. You see that, no, these are increasing by 2. These are increasing by 4. These are increasing by 6. So you know that to move along, or that all I'm doing is that I'm just adding 2, I'm just adding 4, or I'm just adding 6. That's how it would work. I'm just adding 2, I'm just adding 4, I'm just adding 6. That's how it would work. Do we have any questions? There's also a trick I want to show you with this, but I want us to understand this part first. This part first of just looking at it as general rules. Do we have any questions? Are we, because I want us to understand how the table and how these interconnect. Then I want to speak about the trick that you use here. The trick that you can use here. Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Right, so I want to speak about the trick. So now you get here, right? You get here. Go back. You get here and you find a situation that says, right? Oh, there's a question. It was slow, this thing. I want to show you the trick, but let me. Hello? Hello? Oh, so there's no question. All right. So you get here, and now you find a place where it says, look, I want to know when we're speaking about it being 30. Now, writing it out, yes, it is advisable, you know, writing it out and having it down. It is advisable to say, no, let me have it all down and etc. Let me work it out by continually adding 2, continually adding 4, continually adding this is not 24, this is 18. I made a mistake. I was thinking about the other thing. Right. Continue adding 6, right? That's the idea that you can follow. There's nothing really stopping you from following that idea until you reach to size 30. But the problem is, you know, normally whenever I speak to students or people that I work with, or learners that I work with, I say that sometimes in maths, going the long route, you're going to find yourself working out the same problem and it's already the next morning, right? So we are posed with a question here. And the question asks from us to say, how is the size number? How can I get, looking just at the size number itself, right? Looking at the size number itself, how can I get a shortcut to say that when I will have any other size number, I can get the answer? How is the size number related to this? How is the size number related to this? And how is the size number related to this? But it must be a constant thing. So let's ask, how is the size number, looking at it, how is the size number related to each of the following patterns so that we can get the answer for when we, and that should be in general, so that we can get the answer in general for anything that we see. How are they related to each other?
They are
Hello?
related. Hello.
Hello. Are you well?
Yes.
All right. So how is the size number related to each pattern that you see there? How is the size number related?
The relation is that they're all in the 2's timetable.
Okay. All right. All right. How is, look at size 1. Né? How would I, looking at the number 1, get the number of tiles, of purple tiles? How would, if I look at 1, how many ways can I, or let me, I must find the right way of asking this. Normally I'm used to asking it in another language. Okay. How is 1 and 2 related? Let's speak about that. Anyone? How is this related? Because I want us to clearly see that there must be something, so that it's, because remember, we're looking for what? A shortcut. A shortcut. So how are these related? Because I can say, look, 1 is the double of 2. No, 2 is the double of 1. 4 is the double of 2. Right? When I look at 3, 6 is the double of 2. That's how I can see that. But now the other parts here, how did they now move from having, what's this? From 1 right up to 10. So how can 1 be related to 10? Let me ask that question. Let me ask that question. How can 1 be related to 10? Or is it a bit hard? How can 1 be related to 10? Because, okay, 1 times 10 is 10, but I need a constant thing. I need something constant, and our time is running away from us. Our time is running away from us. I need something constant. I need to see how each and everything related. Okay, let me make it easier. Let's show all the numbers. Here are all the numbers, right? All of them. Here are all the numbers put together, right? Here are all the numbers. How is each size related? How is each size related? How? Looking at all the numbers together, how is each size related to each other? How can I get the number of white tiles looking at the number of the size of the white of the size of the size number? How can I get the number of purple tiles? How can I get the number of white tiles? How can I get the total number of tiles? Just looking at it. That's just simply looking at it. Hello?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, I think they are in the multiples of 2.
All right. All right. Go on.
Yes, sir?
So it's in the multiples of 2.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me just help you guys get there, and then I'm going to give you guys homework, because I feel that you need to look at it. Right. Look, I'll use this one. I'll even use size 4. Right? Now, looking at here, where the especially under vertical pattern, right? Vertical pattern. 30, right? The first line, we multiply it by 2. That we all agree with. First line, multiply it by 2. Looking at vertical pattern, the first line, we multiply it by 2. Even it agrees for everything. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12. 30 times 2 is 60. So the first one speaks about 2. The next one speaks about size number, right? Multiplied by 4, then I add 6. Size number multiplied by 4, then I add 6. 4 times 4 is what? 16. Plus 6 is what? 22. 4 times 4. That's the vertical pattern that keeps on working here. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 6 is 22. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 6 is 18. That's how you get the answer quickly. Even 30. 30 times 4 is 120. Plus 6 is 126. We move on to the next one. The next one. How is the last one related? We say 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 6 is 18. Same here. 30 times 6 is 180. Plus 6 is 186. That's how it works. That's how it works. So now, I know that is a bit challenging. As I said, things are going to get harder. It's a promise I've made to you guys. So let me do you guys a favor. The classwork of today is going to be our homework. I was going to give you guys a very simple homework, but here is going to be, this will be our homework. Please take a screenshot of this. Please take a screenshot of this. This is going to be your homework. Please do this homework. Please try it out. We're going to continue with this tomorrow. We're going to investigate this tomorrow. Please try it out. Please do it. Yes, it is a bit challenging, but it's going to teach you later on in high school when now you're going to have to find, because now you know that even patterns have, they call it, what's called the end term, where you find a sort of a formula to work out the particular pattern. So this thing is going to help you for the future now when you're going to find what is the nth term or the formula or the equation that you're going to use to find out the next number of the pattern. Looking at just one thing of saying what term of it or what size of it is. So please, guys, please, 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 quadruple, please do the homework. I beg of you. I beg of you. All you need to do, just take a screenshot of this and work it out. And then after working this out, tomorrow we discuss it, as I have to end the class today. I would have wished that you guys understood this, but if you have a picture, even if you have the faintest picture, I'm happy that you're able to see the relations between the shapes. That one I'm happy. That one I'm happy. But what I want you guys to see is, especially now when they even ask, what is the size or length 120? You must be able to find out using a shortcut, then doing it on and on and on and on and on until you reach 120. Guys, I love you all. Stay safe, stay beautiful, and always remember that I am here for you anytime, anywhere. I'll be here for you guys. So please, just keep on working hard. I love the fact that you guys do work hard. So let us continue working hard together. And please, 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 if you have any problem or you meet any challenges, please do contact me. I beg that you do contact me. But for me, to you, this is goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.